Guess who's back? That's right, it's Pansy. And we're back from our 1 week hiatus. My son was born last week and we finally are home, settling back in, and very relieved, relieved he is healthy, he's here, and my wife's recovering well, and everyone's good. So, it was one hell of a journey, but finally we can relax a little bit. Of course, sleepless nights, but hey, we're a gamer, that's normal. We're used to it. But yeah, I mean, I missed quite a bit. Looks like there's some shenanigans that went on with the Asian Championship and stuff. We talked about it on the Old Moon podcast with Blue and Jay Kun V before the T. So make sure you check out that video. I'll leave a link in the description down below. I always enjoy talking to Blue and Jay. They're wonderful dudes, and it was definitely a fun podcast, a fun little chat we had there. So be sure to check it out, drop a like and subscribe there. But yeah, the whole thing that happened with the Asian Championships was very unfortunate. I mean, listen, they were coming off from a very big high of releasing a new expansion, new classes, marketing like crazy, bringing a bunch of new players in, and all of a sudden be like, hey, all this gain we got from all those the influx of new players suddenly starts crashing down and returning back to normal population levels, at least on NA and EU from what I can see from the Steam charts. We can't take the exact numbers from there, but we can take the trend. So, on top of that, the Asian Championship was a bit of a blunder, and listening to their apology and stuff, I feel like, yeah, they're kind of floundering, especially after the recent controversial changes with the Cronstones and the guild deck system. I think there's a lot of pressure going on. So we'll see how it plays out and see what they come up with next. Hopefully their next ball is a big one, and they kick it off real well and come up with some really nice updates for us. In other news, I took down my last video of my reaction. I didn't even consider it a reaction because I was just talking about like comments and just bitching about my own stuff, and I removed it by my own volition. No one asked me to, by the way. No one requested it. I had a nice conversation with Blue and a few of my other friends, and they're like, yeah, I mean, I guess it is a reaction because a video gave me a reaction, so I guess you can call it a reaction video. But I felt like I released it too quickly, and next time I'd probably just hold off for a little bit. Either way, in the future, if anyone wants to review BDO, I'd still give it an honest shot, but at the same time, if I felt it was misinterpreting the game or didn't give it a proper amount of playtime, I would probably still turbo it. I mean, honestly, I'm not looking for like 100 hours or anything. I think about 10 to 15 hours would be fair for first impressions. And if you're already at the latest patch and you're re-reviewing a game on its newest expansion or something, probably around 5 to 10 hours at least to form an initial opinion. But to each their own. All in all, I have no ill will to anyone. I thought it was a fun little distraction for everybody, but I didn't want people dogpiling on them because of my video. I'm always pretty heated whenever I'm going. I'm always like 0 to 100. Like there's no in between. We're always full turbo or we're chill. But no, I'll probably still think about doing react content. I never really considered myself as a big reactor. I watch videos on stream and react to them live because we're probably taking a break or we're eating lunch and we just wanted to watch some videos with the homies, but never really looked into like properly doing reaction content. I don't think it's my thing. If anything, it'd be the similar fashion of me looking through the comments and giving my own opinion, but we'll see. As far as content goes, I still really enjoy BDO. I still got some very close upgrades. I still want to get into PvP and stuff, get back into Node Wars. I have to take a little bit of break right now in terms of my time in game because of the baby, but of course we'll get back into it. I still want to play other MMOs as well. BDO is always going to be the main, but I still want to experience other MMORPGs. So as far as this channel goes, this might just stick around with BDO or I'll expand on it. We'll see. But in other news, I've been going off on people who are complaining about PA hurting the new player experience on stream. Basically, recently they nerfed Kratuga and they're like, they're hurting the new players. I'm like, listen, fool, if you've been playing the game for the past 2 months and you've grinded over 100 hours and you're going gung-ho in Kratuga making a bill an hour, don't think you're a new player. I think you're just a player. I mean, people DM me all the time with their current gear score and how much they've gained in the past 2 months. They're like, I started it just 2 months ago and look at my gear score. I'm like, yeah, it's still not as good as Choice. And you know, he didn't have Kratuga and all these other meme spots to abuse. So, you know, if he did, he would have probably progressed even faster. So just saying. Anyway, it's like, listen, I know everyone wants to feel a bit special and try to stand out, but this is a game where it's just a time sink. It's just time. You just put in time, you get silver, you get gear. But you got to find a healthy balance and try to enjoy the game for what it is. If you're just sticking to like centaurs for 200 hours, you're not going to have a very enjoyable time. I mean, sure, if some of us want to be as efficient as possible, but you got to expand your experience in the game and try out other spots and other classes and do different things, because this is a long game and we all know that it takes hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours to get to that end game gear, even double that in order to get those pen devos and everything, all those end game items. So, you know, you got to take it, you got to pace yourself. Also, we did hit our pen Godorite before we left, so pretty stoked about that. It was a bit of a gamble, but of course it's enhancing in BDO, it's all a gamble. But my issue was the inflow of costumes in the game was really bad, and lately they haven't been putting up good sales for it. Everything you see is like 10% sale and stuff until you spend like $200 at once or something, and then it's like, oh look, it's a 25% sale. And like before, we used to get 25-30% sale on single items. So yeah, this is a really big shocker to me, because I thought, you know, they're gonna increase the amount of crons we get from it, but also increase the price of the costume. So that should theoretically increase the influx of costumes into the central market so we can buy them. But when they reduce the amount of sales coming through, people who are going to pay to win, they're less inclined to do so. So I feel like they counteracted the good that could have come from making that cronstone change. So now it's just a net negative in my opinion. And people were telling me, hey, just hold out, it's probably Halloween, they're probably saving the good sales for Halloween and stuff. I'm like, all right, let's take a look. Nothing, like it's 10% still. And if you look before the cronstone change was done, if you go through all the patch notes and stuff, all the Pearl Shop update patch notes, they're always 25-30% sales for costumes. They still do 25-30% sale for other items, but not costumes, which is really pissing me off, because I understand exactly what they want. They want people to buy costumes themselves and enhance themselves. That's the direction it's going, and it's not a good one. They shot themselves in the foot with these changes, with the guild deck changes. I like the Marnie change. I like being able to go and grind without anyone bothering me. But you know, when you compile everything at the same time, like the guild deck changes, the karma change, the cronstone change, and everything, and we're just coming from the decline of having that huge influx of new players, like, yeah, it's gonna hurt. And I'm gonna be making more videos about it, so you know, stay tuned. New content is coming right up. Right after this, I'm recording the video about talking about Godorite versus Blackstar, which a lot of people were requesting this one because I recently tapped a Godorite. So but yeah, anyway, check me out at twitch.tv/I'm Pansy. Once again, check out the Old Moon podcast with Blue, Jay, and myself. Link will be in the description down below. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and want to see more content. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.